my friends, and very welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about Australia and India and which country is better to visit. Let's get started.
First of all, basic fact, the women are much more carefree in Australia. In India, they just gawk at you and they stare, and it's absolutely super strange. So I understand that they have very strong sense of boundaries or big things that hold them back or stop them from reaching their full potential in India. But in Australia, we make huge money for very little jobs. It's very easy to find work. It's very easy to pay your bills. And we always have our family and friends there to support us along the way.
Still, in India, you have more freedom. You can spend only 10 rupees traveling local train and get to Himalaya, seaside, desert, and it costs you almost nothing.
Yeah, 100%. But that's when you go to Australia, you go there for a year. You save up big money and you can take 6 months to a year off, travel all over Southeast Asia, then travel all over New Zealand, come back to Australia, continue to work and travel the country. On one side, we've got the Great Barrier Reef. In the middle, we've got Ayers Rock. And on the other side, we've got Pink Lake, Lake Hillier. So you can travel Australia and see things you'll never see anywhere else in the world, at the same time as making more money than you would anywhere else. So you can then therefore travel to more places in the world.
Yes, but first of all, you have to get a job in Australia, which is hard, and it's hard to get a visa. And if you manage to get a visa, still it's hard for you to travel around because it's expensive and overpriced. So probably the amount of money I can spend in India, you'll spend in a month in Australia, just for basic things. And I'm talking about equality.
India, like nothing to take away. Beautiful place, a lot of incredible things to see. But if you want to go to Australia, you've got to remember, it's safe, you get big bucks, you'll have an incredible time, and then after spending 6 months to a year there working and traveling, then you can travel all around Asia, including India.
India has a lot of temples with free meals, and it's good quality. Also, India is only one place in the world when you can call a shopkeeper or a friend's father uncle or auntie.
If you want the most famous beaches in the world, then you go to Australia. If you want the exotic cuisines, the linguistic side of things and all the fruits, then you go to India. Although we don't call our family every day, we give each other freedom. If you want to travel, I support you to do that. If you want to start a business, awesome, I'll support you in doing that. We have the freedom to choose what we want to do without being held back, which is, to be honest, something I've not experienced in any other country I've been to. If you want to be a strange weirdo, you can dress up as a strange weirdo. Like, you can do what you want in Australia. And in India, it's a much more of a hard life. You got a lot of shit to get through. You are combating, years and centuries of poverty. Also competing with 1.3 other billion Indians trying to do the same thing.
Not everything is about the money, just a sense of craziness that you're not gonna get in Western countries. It's less civilized, but at the same time it's very unique. If you're up for adventures, crazy adventures, if you want to be on another planet, only India can provide you that. You're not gonna see it in Australia. It's crazy, it's intense, it's insane, it's magic.
It's completely different planet.
New hairstyle as well. Yeah, flower for you, darling. As far as you open, India are gonna vibe with you. But if you don't have enough patience, it's better for you to go to Australia. You're gonna love it or hate it. There is nothing in between.
Australians love banter. We love taking the piss. We love to have a joke, especially at someone else's expense. And we'll take the piss out of everyone and expect them to do it back to us. The more you like someone, the meaner you are to them. My good friend Hendrik, if I was to ring him up now, my first thing would be, "Oi, you fat bastard, what are you doing?" And he would respond with "your skinny white dog" or something like that too. It's just how we are.
If you're traveling all over India, you should be aware of your smile because it might be interpreted as something else. Not just a sign of being friendly, but as a hidden message that you want to have any further interaction with them. Yeah. Another point why India is better than Australia, because Australia became the world's largest prison. Imagine staying at home all the year round without being able to walk outside. It's crazy.
On the flip side though, good things are worth waiting for. Something that makes Australia better than India, we don't have COVID. So sure, go to India, get COVID, die. Or go to Australia, get trapped in, never be able to leave. But to clarify on the Australian prison thing, like the lockdown still coming into effect here and there, but you can still travel around the country. You can go to Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Darwin, Perth, Great Barrier Reef, Rottnest Island, Tasmania, Lord Howe Island. You can go to New Zealand now as well. They have the trade agreement, so you can go from Australia to New Zealand and vice versa. You can see Bondi Beach, the Great Barrier Reef, Uluru, Rottnest Island, the Kimberley Mountains, some of the most incredible waterfalls in the world. And on top of that, kangaroos, emus, bilbies, wombats, wallabies, cockatoos, like the most diverse animal ecosystem on the planet. Over 90% of Australia's flowers and animals cannot be found anywhere else in the world. So although you might be restricted in terms of your travel in Australia at the moment, there's no better place to be restricted.
How can you see all those animals if you've been locked down in your apartment and you're only allowed to leave it for 1 hour just to get some food from local shop and come back?
Some lockdowns are still coming into place, and they are sometimes sectioning off parts of Australia where you can't enter without quarantining. But for the most part, yes, you're allowed to travel.
In India, you can see a lot of controversial things that make you think and feel in a different way. So I can guarantee you'll never be the same person when you come back home.
So there you have it, guys. We hope you enjoyed our video. Please feel free to get back in touch. Let us know which one was the winner, Aussie or whatever else it was.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, pressing notification bell, and I'm gonna see you next week. Mwah.
Tell us, who did win, India or Australia?